The galactic hunting preserve on Zirion Prime was supposed to be foolproof. 20 square kilometers of varied terrain, surrounded by force fields that could stop a meteor. Inside prowled the galaxy's deadliest creatures, gathered for the viewing pleasure of the universe's elite. Today's main event had drawn thousands to the observation dome. The Valkyrie Shadow Beast, a nightmare of evolution that had wiped out 3 colonies before its capture. 9 feet tall, covered in light-absorbing bio-armor, with claws that could shear through steel and a neural disruptor organ that paralyzed prey with fear. Nothing had ever survived a direct encounter. Ladies and gentle beings, the announcer's voice boomed across the dome. Today's challenger comes from a species new to our Federation, from the planet Earth. A human. The crowd's reaction ranged from laughter to gasps of horror. On the main viewing screen, a lone figure walked into the preserve. Marcus Webb, wearing simple cargo pants and a t-shirt that read, Florida Man. No armor, no visible weapons. Just a stocky, middle-aged human with a farmer's tan and calloused hands. Ambassador Krex of the Thurian Empire turned to his companion. The humans sent this? It's murder. He has no claws, no venom sacs, no. They insisted, his aide whispered. Said something about showing how it's done back home. In the preserve, Marcus stood in a clearing, hands on his hips. He looked directly at one of the floating cameras and shouted, "Y'all might want to turn up the slow motion on them cameras." The shadow beast materialized from the trilene like smoke given form. Its 6 eyes locked onto Marcus, neural disruptor organ already pulsing with crimson energy. Every other species would be paralyzed by now, their amygdala equivalents overwhelmed by manufactured terror. Marcus yawned. The beast paused, confused. Its fear projection was reflecting back somehow, like hitting a mirror. No, not reflecting. The human's brain was simply unimpressed. That's supposed to be scary? Marcus called out. My ex-wife was scarier, and she was 5'2". The shadow beast snarled, revealing 3 rows of teeth designed to punch through armor plating. It charged, a blur of darkness moving at 60 kilometers per hour. Marcus didn't dodge, didn't run. He shifted his weight slightly, pulled back his right hand, and waited. The crowd held their breath. The beast was 5 meters away. 3, 1. Marcus moved. His open palm connected with the side of the shadow beast's head with a crack that echoed through the preserve. The beast's forward momentum stopped instantly. Its head snapped sideways with such force that its neck vertebrae separated in sequence like dominoes. 900 pounds of apex predator crashed to the ground, twitched once, and went still. Silence filled the observation dome. Marcus rubbed his palm on his pants. Mosquitoes back home hit harder than that. The medical scanners confirmed it. The shadow beast was dead. Cause of death: catastrophic cervical dislocation caused by blunt force trauma. From a single slap. Impossible, Ambassador Krex sputtered. The physics alone. The human liaison officer, who'd been standing quietly in the corner, finally spoke up. You ever heard of manual labor? Marcus there has been working farms since he was 12. Baling hay, wrestling cattle, fixing machinery. 40 years of that builds a certain kind of strength. But the neural disruptor. Every species succumbs to the fear projection. Yeah, about that. The liaison pulled up a hologram of a human brain. See this? That's our amygdala after millions of years of evolution on Earth. We've got natural predators that hunt through fear. Tigers, sharks, snakes. Hell, we evolved alongside them. Our ancestors' response to paralyzing fear was to get angry and hit things with rocks. Marcus there. He's from Florida. He's wrestled alligators for fun. On the screen, Marcus was now examining the shadow beast's corpse with professional interest. Good size on this one. Probably make decent barbecue. Y'all got any sauce around here? He wants to eat it? Someone in the crowd whimpered. Waste not, want not. The liaison shrugged. Though he's right about the sauce. Alien meat tends to be gamey without proper seasoning. The announcer, still in shock, managed to speak. Victor, human Marcus Webb. Time, 4 seconds. 4 seconds. Marcus shouted at the camera. That's bull. Timer should have started when it charged. Not when I entered. This is gonna mess up my record. Ambassador Krex slumped in his seat. They have records? They've done this before. The liaison nodded. Australia's got a whole league, though they use saltwater crocodiles. Much more dangerous than your shadow beast. Those things can actually think. As Marcus dragged the corpse toward the exit, whistling something he called Sweet Home Alabama, every species in the observation dome came to the same conclusion. Humans weren't prey. They weren't even predators. They were something far more terrifying. They were bored predators looking for entertainment. The next day, the Galactic Council quietly added Earth to the Do Not Provoke list.